Hey, Adam here from Ward Tone Records, and here's another record that I'm keeping. Tom Waits, The Heart of Saturday Night. Now, if you've heard Tom Waits before and you were a little bit perplexed, confused, maybe even a little bit upset, it could be that you were listening to some of his later stuff, which became increasingly erratic, bombastic, maybe even a little avant-garde. Increasingly, he spoke or sung, depending on where he was at, in a voice that resembled a cross between Louis Armstrong, a barking dog, and static through a blown-out speaker. But on this earlier release, which is from the early to mid-70s, this is his second album, the first being Closing Time. Not that Closing Time by Semisonic, but a different Closing Time. This one goes down like, I would say smooth as butter, but maybe more like a really nice scotch, given that it's Tom Waits. And his voice is relatively palatable to someone who maybe hasn't gotten all the way into him. Getting into Tom Waits may be a process, but for most people I recommend starting with the earlier stuff, which would be Closing Time, and particularly this one, The Heart of Saturday Night. Now, even with his third album after this, he gets much more into beat poetry. His voice seems to drop by about 3 octaves and get much more gravelly. I would love to know what he was up to in the year or so between this album and the following album, Nighthawks at the Diner. And if you sample each of these, you'll probably see what I mean. But this is an absolutely beautiful record from start to finish. The songwriting is gorgeous. The arrangements are really nice. It's very relaxing thing to put on and contemplate. He's a brilliant wordsmith. He's also, maybe not so much on this album, but he's also a very funny guy. Truly original. So I do recommend, if you listen to some Tom Waits and you were like, what on earth is this? Like, they call this music, you know? I would give this a shot. I would start with The Heart of Saturday Night. And depending on what you like, if you like kind of heavier, maybe 90s grunge type music, he has a great album called Mule Variations that you might like a lot. If you like this kind of thing, I would go to Closing Time, which is the first album. If you like beat poetry, check out the one after this, Nighthawks at the Diner. And you can kind of skip around from there. But if you start with something crazy like Big Time from the 80s, most people will probably not really quite enjoy that, and you have to kind of ease your way into it. So start with something like this. Definitely check out Tom Waits if you're not familiar, particularly if you like really thoughtful, original singer-songwriters. I think you'll enjoy it. So this is Adam from Ward Tone Records. By the way, we're at 835 Lafayette Road in Hampton, New Hampshire. We are part of Full Moon Vintage Village, which has 35 different vendors. I have a big room full of records, plus a ton of records in their lobby. We're expanding all the time. We would love to have you stop by. This is Adam from Ward Tone Records. This is a record I'm keeping, but you can have it too. Thanks for watching.